Welcome to another installment of Madman Rant. It's your boy Fabian again. Now, I have a grievance. Something that bothering me for some months now. And I'm thinking to myself, do I have a right to feel this way? Or should I just let it be and roll with the punches? So, in the comments, let me know how you all feel about the situation, right? It might be something minor to some people, but to me it seemed like a big deal. Alright, let me get on to brass tacks. There was a movie that came out just the other day called Nosferatu, right? Now it's a remake of one of the very first horrors that came out in 1922, right? Basically, it's the Dracula story told with another slant. But it's a horror movie, it's a vampire movie. And me being an aspiring filmmaker, treasured going to the theater, or the cinema, as we call it, to watch a movie, just taking a movie, you know? There are a few things that bring enjoyment to me in life. One of them is playing football, watching football, and the other one is watching movies, especially on the big screen in a movie theater. Now, for those of you who know, I reside in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, mainland St. Vincent, all right? There's only one cinema house. I wouldn't call the name. All you know is only have one, right? Good. I went to see Nosferatu Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Then to hear from, very rudely, from one of the workers, hey, from across the hallway, if you know the setup of the place, if it's not more than 15 people watching this movie, we ain't showing it. So I didn't answer him because I was disappointed. I was shocked. I had to take a moment to process it. Hey, you hear what I'm saying? No, I don't know who does do the hiring for that cinema, but that is not customer service. Especially when you go and disappoint somebody, that is not how you deliver it. That's like a doctor saying, hey, your son go on there, all right? You hear me? Good. Just letting you know. That is not how you do it, my brother. That's not how you do it. But anyhow, I digress. So I had to deal with the disappointment that there was a possibility of not being able to see this movie due to lack of people showing up to see it. Now, at the end of the day, 9 people did show up. A man bring his whole family. There was another young lady there and 1 or 2 other people. All right? They ain't showing it. Close up the place, bye, go about your business, they lock up. Now, I could understand the proprietor's point of view. It's probably not worth it to run the electricity, to pay for the extra hours for the workers, if not enough people show up to cover the cost of it. But that shouldn't be the problem of your customer. Because if customers know that there's a possibility that they would show up, coming from wherever they come from, spending what kind of money it takes to reach there, and they wouldn't see what they came for, and you had a movie to show, you know, but you just not showing it because you not feel you turning a profit that night, something had to be wrong there. At the end of the day, it's a business you're running, yes, but there are certain protocols in show business, and you are part of the show business cog. The show must go on. Our audience are 1, our audience are 2, our audience are 10, our audience are 10,000. You advertise something in the newspaper, online, all over the place, social media, whatever, and you didn't put in this fine print, hey, if not enough people show up to see this movie, the few that do show up to see the movie, you're not going to see it. That is wasting people's time. That is false advertising. That is all kind of thing. Now, me personally having a dog in this fight, being a filmmaker, and cinema being the inspiration for me to keep doing what I'm doing, you know, it touched me personally. But for the casual customer viewer, the guy who just wants to take his loved one. I mean, let me face it. The cheapest date you could take a woman on is to see a movie, eh? You know? And you know the saying, you know, take me to either dinner or movie first before we get down to, you know? You could be humbugging a man getting late that night because of your policy. Think about it. Suppose somebody don't have a car to drive to and from the movie. And you know how public transport is here. Vans after 7 o'clock non-existent. He had to pay a taxi to reach and then pay a taxi to take him back home. So imagine he paid for a taxi to come in town from wherever, only to go back and had to pay that taxi again, which is more than the cost of a ticket to see the movie. Eh? Like we do get it's $50 and $60 to come in town with that taxi. Right? So after he spent $100, let me say, and still didn't see no movie, you ain't getting nobody no encouragement to come and watch anything you have there. Me personally, I ain't not going back. You can't get my money for nothing. Any films I make here or not showing in Russell, I don't care who I will do something. If I had to buy a big screen and show it somewhere else, that is what's going to happen. That is poor. That is just poor customer service. I don't even know what to call it. No, I know it had all the day who's saying, what is the big deal? Download the movie from off the internet and watch it. Or buy it when it comes on a DVD or whatever. The DVD experience, the download experience is not the big screen experience. If I had date night with my wife and I want to go and see a movie, you know what I mean? Hey, you're the alternative to take her to dinner, and that costs way much more than 2 tickets to see a movie and some gas money. You know what I'm saying? No wonder St. Vincent population dropping. Babies are making. You know why? That cinema is part of the reason. Because if you take a girl out your house, because she to see a movie and she ain't seen no movie and because she back home, she has no obligation to give you any kind of loving afterwards. Plain talk. Big people talking. You know what I mean? You didn't fulfill your end of the bargain. I mean, imagine you carry she to see a movie and the movie touched you and moved you so much she had a good time and she feeling, no, long she got a little bit. Hey, but they put you to this punchy clothes to have to go back home. You know? Wow, you had to come up with some other way. You had to go and buy drinks now, something. Dinner, something. The money you was planning to spend just double. Because a man on the dotish policy of, if it had less than 15 people in the cinema, we're not showing the movie. I don't know. Y'all tell me if I ranting for nothing, if I getting vexed over nothing. And I'll shut up and not come on here again and say anything. But my good time can't depend on other people showing up to watch what I want to watch. It's ridiculous. That's like going to a restaurant and if the restaurant don't have enough customers in it, you can't eat. You gotta find somewhere else to get the food. That is like KFC telling you, boy, we ain't got enough customers for today, you know, so we ain't bother to make no chicken to give you who have your money to eat it. I guarantee you people will stop going to KFC. But this policy, I mean, I've gone to other countries, watch movies with me and one other person in the cinema watching this movie, and the show must go on. This establishment had to take that hit. That is part of the business you're in. Let me do run from it. But again, small island, one cinema, he could do whatever he wants. If you know what I mean? But in the future, I mean, I can't see anybody going to the cinema knowing that, hey, if not enough people don't share your same taste in a movie and don't show up to see it, or if some other thing happening, you can't see the movie. Cinema is a communal space. I remember watching Home Alone way back when it first came out and remembering everybody cracking up and laughing in the cinema. Watching a movie together with people sharing the same good feeling, bad feeling, sad feeling, the same fear if it's a horror movie you're watching. It's part of building community. Right now, the world going into a state where everybody glued to the devices, You could watch a movie on your smartphone, People building social skills and learning to interact with each other dying, And the cinema dying is part of it. And you just adding to the problem because it's not affecting you. Again, if I'm making a big deal out of nothing, please say. Not that I care. Not that a whole bunch of people watch this anyway. But I hope it reaching out to the right people. So, Mr. Cinema Man, wherever your name is, I know your name, but I ain't calling your name. I ain't getting you no props because you don't deserve it. You're like the ish at the bottom of my shoe. Right now. Seriously, straight talk. I mean care who vex. I mean care who threaten to do me whatever, because trust me, I can handle my stories without concern. Trust me. Trust me. If you want an example, try your best. But anyhow, we ain't promoting that kind of thing here. I'm all for peaceful living, coexisting with the nationals of this country and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if it is I'm making a big deal out of nothing, say Fabian, you're making a big deal out of nothing. Go and watch it on one of them streaming service, which I don't really enjoy, I on Netflix there, it's hardly watch anything. And, you don't know which streaming service going to carry it. And flow on this on-demand thing in St. Vincent. Every other country had the on-demand. I need the on-demand thing too so I could watch movies. So I had to go down there and have people talking to me like I is nothing. You understand me? Flow, St. Vincent. Make sure everybody get the flow on-demand thing now so you could watch movies in the comfort of your home because that cinema man not really catering to you, understand? Right? So that is my 2 cents. And as usual, you could put that in your pipe and smoke it.